Howdy, Sharks. I'm Mark Newberger.
And I'm Jeffrey Simon, and our company is DropStop. We're here today seeking a $300,000 investment in exchange for a 15% stake in our company. Have you ever dropped anything down that gap between the seat and center console in your car? You know what I'm talking about. That black hole, that dark abyss, the pit of doom. What we like to call the Bermuda Triangle, that place that eats up your cell phone, your keys, loose change, parking and credit cards, and all sorts of food items like the French fry. Tell me, how many of you have a 2-year-old petrified French fry sitting down that gap?
Or how about sitting in your pocket?
Gotten on their hands and knees, butt up in the air, trying to retrieve what just fell down there. Well, today, your crack problems are over. Car seat crack, that is.
Introducing DropStop, the first of its kind, original, patented safety device designed to once and for all block that pesky yet ever so dangerous gap between your car seat and center console. DropStop reduces driver distraction by keeping your eyes on the road, not in your gap. DropStop is universal to fit any car or truck. The built-in slot is designed to fit easily around the seatbelt catch like so, which anchors it to the seat so it can never fall through to the floor. And wherever your seat goes, DropStop follows. Durable material is designed to last the life of your vehicle and beyond. And DropStop's squishy center allows it to expand or contract to fit any size gap. We can make a lot of money together, but we can also save a lot of lives together. So we're asking y'all, just this once, to lay down your dorsal fins and join us to make dropping and driving a thing of the past.
Hey, ding ding. So I've had one of these for a long time. Probably since this first aired, honestly. Back in season 4, and I absolutely love it. It has lasted several cars at this point. We have a pair in our minivan and a pair in my car, and I couldn't imagine it. Like, I don't understand how car manufacturers didn't just put it in there to begin with, but I can't imagine having a car without having a drop stop, and it's so great because you kind of forget that it's even there because it does its job. I should probably do a review of that. Drop a comment down below if you'd like to see a review of the drop stop from me. And speaking of comments, we're going to feature one of your comments at the end of this video, as well as go to their website and their social media and check out what they've been up to since season 4. This is easily got to be one of the biggest Shark Tank products that have ever been on the tank. So, and Mark and Jeffrey, I'd love to have you come here for an interview and talk about your Shark Tank experience and beyond. So drop a comment down below for that as well.
How much money is there in solving the Bermuda Triangle problem?
We've actually sold over 260,000 units.
Woo!
You sold 260,000 units?
Yes. 130,000 sets or 260,000 units.
How many dollars did that equate to?
We have had gross sales since we opened our doors in 2009 of $1.3 million.
This year, how much will you do?
This year, we've made $300,000 in gross sales, and we've net $50,000. For the fourth quarter, which is one of our biggest times of the year, we have commitments and things are in the work to actually gross $500,000. And from that, we will be making $260,000 net income.
What is your mode of selling? Where are you selling this?
We sell on our website, we sell through the catalogs. And Mark, where's the other big one we've been working a lot with?
We've actually had 42 shows on QVC, and I'm speaking to the queen herself right here. And
42 times it's been on QVC?
Yes, we just had 2 shows last week. In fact, we had one scheduled for today that we had to skip, unfortunately, because
this is much cooler than QVC.
We love QVC. We love QVC.
That's right. Everybody loves QVC.
How many times can we say QVC in a minute? I get the Sharks kind of probably feel a little like underwhelmed because there's like, I mean, I don't know, literally millions of cars on the road. Everybody should have a drop stop. And while they are selling pretty well, I mean, if they were a different item, it's maybe not at the time selling as well as it probably should have been. Maybe because it just didn't have the distribution. And QVC is awesome, but the average, I don't know what the average target demographic age of a QVC watcher is, but maybe not, enough. Like, I mean, I know my grandmother was a big QVCer. back when she was alive, and I don't know that she would have saw the value in it because she like stopped driving like in the last like 5, 6, 7 years of her life. So I don't know if that's just an outside example or not, but I don't know. So I mean, I love it, and I think anybody that gets one would get it and love it as well.
See them, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mark, please.
With the packaging, with the packaging. Are people that big slobs that they're dropping stuff in their car all the time?
Have you never dropped anything down that gap before? Even just could be your phone, your keys. I mean, everybody says, why didn't I think of this idea? Or, God, this happened to
Really?
me. This is a very serious problem that happens. The United States Department of Transportation said there are over 500,000 accidents and over 5,000 fatalities that happen from driver distraction alone. And Mark, why don't you share how we actually came up with the idea? And I think that'll help,
About 4.5 years ago, we both live in Los Angeles. I was driving on Sunset Boulevard, and my phone was just sitting on the center console. When it rang, it shimmied off and fell down the gap. And I went to go reach for it really quick, and I tugged the wheel to the right. I looked up. All 4 tires went up onto the sidewalk. I literally saw a guy Superman leap 3 feet out of the way, or would have killed him. And I missed hitting a telephone pole by an inch.
Wow.
And I just started screaming, why doesn't somebody come up with some way to block this
There
stupid
has
crap?
to be a better way.
I agree.
I think the better way there is don't answer your phone or worry about your phone while you're driving. Now this is being in was season 4, so I don't know what year this actually was, but in 2009, cell phones in cars was still, it wasn't as clean cut like in every state of, at least in the United States, of like don't text and drive. Maybe it was in like 08, 09, 07 that they finally started to crack down on this whole texting and driving and phone calls and driving thing. But yeah, I mean that's but there's so many other uses, right? Having, you're doing something, or like you're changing batteries or something in the passenger seat, and the drop stop's there. There's plenty more examples than just your cell phone shimmying off, which it shouldn't have probably even been sitting on a center console to begin with, because like you're driving a car, so as soon as you turn, it's gonna go fly. I don't know.
What's it cost to make these, and what do you sell them for?
Our cost to us is $4.
For one or two?
For a set of 2.
$2 a piece.
$2 a piece.
And for retail, it sells for $19.99. So we're talking about a markup of 5, which we know is a very attractive number to investors.
You have to sell it to retailers for $10.
Hold on, I'm not there yet, but I will get to that. Obviously, retailers want a 50% markup. So we sell it for 10, we're making a gross profit of $6. Retail is the next big game, which is why we're really here.
Do you have intellectual property?
We have a patent
A utility
You have
patent.
a utility patent.
on the actual product, drop stop.
Putting stuff between a seat and a center console.
An elongated member with a slot that goes around the seatbelt catch. We own that area, baby.
Listen, and there have been...
You're a sick puppy. I can't believe people are dropping that much stuff. Like, it never happens to me. Robert, just go out there and look at my car.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not a believer in the product. I'm not the right investor. I'm out.
Thank you.
That's unfortunate. That Mr. Fast Car guy, I guess I guess it does take a certain person who quote unquote respects their car enough to not eat in the car or anything like that. And I guess Robert's that guy. He doesn't eat in his car or do anything in his car but drive it.
I like the story. I think you guys are making money. I mean, where I'm from, that space is really, really special, because when somebody pulls you over, you can get 3 to 5 on Rikers Island if you don't have that space to drop something down there, right? So,
Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet.
I'm not saying that I ever did anything like that. The sales are showing that it's a need, but it's not something that I believe in. I'm out.
Thank you.
Guys, I think it's a phenomenal product. I'm gonna take the one you gave me, and I'm gonna use it, because I'm a slob. But being a slob and being a customer for the product is different than being the right person to help you sell it. You've already got QVC, and Lori's the right person for that. So if I could add value, I would, but guys, I have to say I'm out.
That is disappointing to see, because Mark, it would be a great example. He owns the fact that he is a slob. He owns the fact that he's not Robert in this case, not eating in his car and things like that. But it's a shame to see both of them go out because, with Damon, he could have maybe got their manufacturing down. It is fabric. So he absolutely could have probably got the price down or the cost down for them, increasing the margins. And Mark would have been great because Mark could have, done internet, marketing things. That's a shame. I wonder if Mr. Wonderful is going to see the value in this.
Okay, that's a bummer.
I tend to think he wouldn't.
For me, this isn't just a product. It's a dream. It is a calling. If you can just save someone's life once, it's worth it.
I see the value, guys. I really, really do. But it takes a commitment to do it right. I would be nothing more than a checkbook to you guys, and you guys are asking for more than that.
Absolutely. And thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
And Mr. Wonderful will
I
be
like being a checkbook.
Yep. Ding, ding.
I like to hear that.
Yeah. I think the problem with this deal is it's not really a company, it's a product. Right now, what it does is it uses capital the bigger it grows. It just sucks cash. The bigger you get, the more distribution you get, the more money you're going to need. Now, for the investor, Mr. Checkbook here, Mr. Wonderful Checkbook, you can call me that, I look at it and say to myself, okay, I'll give you $300,000. And right now that money's hanging on my leg. It's saying, Daddy, where am I going? I said, nowhere yet. I'm thinking about it. You may go to summer camp now. And say, no, Daddy, no. I want to make sure I can come home. And so I'm thinking to myself, before I send these little soldiers off, I got to figure out a way that they come home with more friends. The idea is send the dollars out, they capture some, they come back to Daddy. That's how it works. So I give you the $300,000. I don't want any equity in your company. But what I want is every time you sell one of these foam weenies, I get $2 back.
I mean, that would end up leaving us with $1 left for ourselves after it's said and done if we're making $3 on each individual drop stop.
Yeah, it's okay. You're growing market share.
The problem with growing market share in a product that I've had the same drop stop since this aired in 2011 or something like that, 9-10 years. I've had the same drop stops for like 10 years. And I don't have any reason to necessarily go buy another drop stop other than if I'm going to buy them for gifts for somebody else that I haven't already gone out of my way to buy gifts for them. Which is, hey, this is one of the reasons I'm doing this episode, this particular pitch here right now, because, hey, there's a gift giving season coming up. And I thought, maybe somebody would be interested in watching it. But having market share is super important when you have a recurring income, recurring revenue coming in from those services or those products. And in this case, it's one and done. So Kevin's deal, unless they really needed the money, does not make sense.
Well, they say money can't buy happiness, and I agree. But I can easily make you millionaires.
All right, let's see.
Offer from Kevin
it's already on QVC, so.
They say money can't buy happiness.
We heard you, Lori.
I can get you into retailers across the country and internationally. And so I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you the $300,000, but I'm going to ask for 20% because I understand what it's going to take for me to do all of this. But I think you guys are a hero, and I think the product's a real hero.
Thank you.
And I'd love for you to say yes right now.
Can you imagine how much equity you're giving up? Boy, that hurts.
20%?
A lot.
Better than what
I'm thinking
Kevin's
I'll make it more
offering.
interesting for you. I'll do it with my offer because I am Mr. Wonderful. Let's remember that.
You are.
Instead of keeping the $2 royalty on after I recoup my capital, it drops to $1.
Here, we need a moment right now of money meditation. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, visualize yourself sailing on a boat with me around Martha's Vineyard next year, me handing you a check for millions of dollars. Now open your eyes and take the offer.
So you're giving up equity, which is very expensive when one day somebody wants to buy this company.
Correct.
Lori, the savage, took 20% for herself. But really, she's really good for QVC, but what's she going to do for retail?
That is super undercutting Lori there, and the fact of the matter is she's asking for 5%, a 5% premium over what they came in asking for. I don't see why. Like, this has to have been edited. Now, we don't get to see the whole picture, obviously, as we've mentioned plenty of times here, but this needs to. This is ridiculous.
If you don't make a decision right now, I swear, I'm going to throw the weenie at you.
On behalf of both of us, Lori, we would love to be partners.
Ding ding. Awesome. Mark and Jeffrey, I'd love to have you come here on the show. Drop a comment down below.
So excited. It's great.
You can check out their website in a second here.
Lori, you'll make a lot of money with this.
I agree.
This is a great product.
Lori, we will be sailing with you on that boat.
I cannot wait.
I want to hear those sailing stories. Now let's go check out their website. So they got the video, shows exactly how to use it. They got a face right there. Oh, BlackBerry. They need time to update that video a little bit. I guess they actually looks like they did get a deal with Lori and closed it. And 2 drop stops, 1 slide-free pad, and a credit card light for $24.99. That's a way to plus up the order. Like seeing that Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, the Container Store. This is awesome. I would love to know what you guys are up to since then. Let's check out. Oh, Facebook didn't load for. Oh, there we go. 10,000 likes on Facebook. When's the last time they posted? Okay, it's November 26th. That's good. Good. They are still rocking the drop stop, making videos and stuff on Twitter. Yep, same post on Twitter. I've missed the followers. 1,500 followers there. Instagram, 1,200 followers there. How you do it? That's hilarious. Cool. So yeah, we got some engagement there going on. Oh, that's cool. They got for James on. I think it makes a lot of sense. They both have a lot of personality, and they clearly knew how to play themselves up for the show. So I applaud both of you there. So it's great to see. Amazon 39,800 ratings. Love seeing. I could get it as early as today if I wanted it. This says low quality. This was in 2019. So I guess, one of the downsides though is if they were to go, it seems like some people had splitting issues, but one of the downsides to get that recurring income is to make it with lower quality materials, and it won't last as long. I guess I'm lucky I got it when I did. I'm not sure. So I'd love to have you guys come and talk about your experience and just give it a great interview, as I'm sure both you, Mark, and Jeffrey can do. Just drop a comment down below and we'll make that happen. Like this one, your Shark Tank videos are gold. Checking website, Instagram at the end is a great idea. I was doing it myself before I found your channel. If pitches are older, maybe you can also check their financials. Thanks for the content. You are so welcome. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in one of these next 2 videos over here. Take care.